Paris Fashion Week sets the shape of things to come in the fashion world, and this year the shapes are wide and voluminous. And here with more, including a shopping cheat sheet for 2017, is WSJ's fashion critic Christina Binkley in Paris. Hi, Christina.
Hey, Tanya, live from Paris.
Yes, so exciting. Thank you so much for being with us. Christina, you say the shape to come is elephantine. Does this mean everyone can stop dieting?
From your mouth to God's ears, yes, I think so.
Wonderful. Tell us about this new shape.
You know, it is really, I mean, in its extremes, and some of these photographs from the runways are going to shock people because, of course, the most directional runways, do it to the extreme. So we've got, double wides coming down the runway on these models. We're not going to see that quite so extreme in most of the stores, but it is telling us it is going to be broad-shouldered, big wide sleeves, a lot of drop sheet sleeves down off of the side of your shoulders. We're going to be able to move and do yoga in our clothes.
I love it. Lots of fabric as well. Now, Christina, the show was also unusual in that new designers debuted at 4 of the biggest labels. Is that right?
Yeah, I don't think I ever recall a season that had as many big debuts as this one. We had them at Christian Dior, at Lanvin, at Saint Laurent, and at Valentino. Whoosh, all Paris.
Oh, amazing. And so how did all of these new designers do?
Yeah, some better than others. I think the most revolutionary one, I have to say, I was a big fan of it, not everybody was Christian Dior. Maria Grazia Chiuri is the first female designer of that brand. She sent down a variety of clothes, from absolute delicate, beautiful gowns to some T-shirts that had feminist slogans on them. Shocked a lot of people. Amazing.
Now, you say there was lots of risk-taking and lots of extremes at these shows. Other than the material and the wide, voluminous shapes, what else was extreme?
Well, we could even go, you want to talk about materials they're using. I've never been so shocked by shoes. We saw shoes that were mismatched. So one foot is red, the other foot is yellow. That was at Celine. There were some, Jacques Mus did things with one square heel and one round heel. Prada had the fuzziest, furriest, sort of mash-up, almost cubist shoes, cubist hiking sandals, if you could go for that.
Interesting, interesting. Now, was there a dominant color to come out of this season?
We saw a lot of dusty pink, and in really strange combinations. So this is dusty pink with citron, or dusty pink with crimson or orange. So the stranger the color combination, the better.
I like this. This seems like we're going to have a lot of fun going forward.
Yeah, I think so.
Christina, did New York's see now, buy now concept that we saw in the shows here, did that make it across the Atlantic to Europe?
No, really it didn't. Burberry did it, but other than that, it didn't at all. As a matter of fact, most of the European luxury executives that I talked to poo-pooed the idea. They said they don't think it's necessary, that people are willing to wait for something as fine and beautiful as the creations they make. And I think there's some truth to that. Most of the collections in New York are lower priced, not as intricate or luxurious, and they are more amenable to sort of quick production.
Right, absolutely. Now, for that quick shopping list for 2017, what would you include in that?
This is actually, I love this because I've never seen a season that had such a clear shopping list that you can check it off. We all need an oversized white shirt. You can go in a lot of different varieties. Almost every brand has them, big and white. We need a broad jacket. You can choose how broad you want it. Loose slacks, long and loose. Some of them almost look like they were 2 skirts. Use dreamy dresses with lots of fine, pretty prints, and you can wear sneakers with absolutely anything.
I don't have an issue with any of that. That all sounds amazing. It sounds
good,
comfortable. It sounds fun. Wow. So do you think that these will all sell as well as they looked on the runway?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I thought that this silhouette is more forgiving. It's going to work for more bodies. I think and it's so different than what we've been seeing, this sort of the shrunken suits, the Mad Men look for a lot of years now. I think this is really going to kind of start people and make them want something new for their closet. It's what it did for me.
Absolutely. I think it'll stick around for a while. Now, finally, Christina, there's a little bit of a tangent, but did people at the shows talk about the Kim Kardashian robbery?
Yes. Yeah, every front row that day. I've actually heard about it sitting in the front row of a show, and then in every single show thereafter. And, by the end of the day, we were being interviewed. I was interviewed by the AP as I was coming out of a show. This really gripped people.
It's big news there in Paris, I suppose. Any leads on suspects at this point?
I don't think that they have anything, but I'll tell you, it made me start double locking my door.
Yes.
I'm not Kim Kardashian, but it makes you think about security.
Absolutely. In today's world, you got to be safe. All right. Thank you, Christina. Happy travels. Get home safely.
My pleasure to talk with you. Thanks.
Thanks so much.